A member of the House of Representatives wants to make military re-enlistment possible for those who have used cannabis. New York City has updated and finalized their policy on who can and can't be drug tested for cannabis for a job. And one Australian company is cashing in big. It's Wednesday, July 8th, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
Our first story today is about a defense bill provision that is said to help with cannabis policies and military re-enlistment. Lawmakers on the House of Representatives Armed Services Committee have included a provision in the National Defense Authorization Act that would allow service members to re-enlist if they are truthful about any cannabis use while they were separated from the military. The amendment, which would allow the Pentagon to grant waivers for cannabis use on a case-by-case basis, was introduced by Arizona Representative Ruben Gallego. Gallego is a former Marine. In a press release, Gallego announced the amendment would modernize re-enlistment policies, which he called long overdue. He introduced the amendment last session, which passed the House but was not adopted by the Senate. Gallego said in a statement, "Smoking pot just once shouldn't prevent a patriotic American from fighting for our country. We need to finally exercise some common sense when it comes to our marijuana policies, and I'm glad my amendment will lead us in that direction."
Next, New York City has added some new restrictions for their pre-employment cannabis testing ban. According to Marijuana Moment, New York City officials have finalized rules for a local ban on pre-employment drug testing for cannabis use, as they added additional exemptions that will allow an even greater number of workers to be screened for cannabis before they're hired. The City Council approved the ban last year, and it was enacted without Mayor Bill de Blasio's signature. It stipulates that, generally speaking, companies in the city can't conduct pre-employment tests for THC metabolites unless the position is safety sensitive. The policy took effect in May of this year. As originally written and passed, the bill included language carving out exemptions for those applying to certain jobs, such as police officers and people charged with supervising or caring for children, as well as positions tied to a federal or state contract or grant. Workers who use heavy machinery, spend a significant amount of time at a construction site, work on or near power or gas utility lines, or regularly operate a motor vehicle for work would still be subject to pre-employment drug testing for cannabis. The commission also added a new section stating that those with work relating to fueling an aircraft, providing information regarding aircraft weight and balance, or maintaining or operating aircraft support equipment will be also exempt from the cannabis testing ban. Reform advocates have widely celebrated the policy overall, applauding local lawmakers for taking steps to protect cannabis consumers against discrimination.
And last up today, an Australian medical cannabis firm is being awarded a $1.97 million grant. According to Ganjapreneur, the Victoria, Australia government has awarded a $1.97 million grant to medical cannabis company Can Group to assist with electricity upgrades at a cultivation and production facility in Mildura. The project was eligible for the Regional Jobs Fund grant as the facility has the potential to create 150 local jobs. Can Group CEO Peter Crock said the support of the Victorian government is critical in developing the state's leadership position in the emerging Australian medicinal cannabis industry. He said the company chose Mildura due to the region's agricultural and horticultural heritage and because of the local climate, specifically the days of sunshine and high light intensity which are conducive to cultivating cannabis crops. In 2017, Can Group was also the first firm issued a cannabis research license by the Australian government.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals, visit trichomes.com.
And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. It really helps others find the show. You can also keep up with Trichomes on all social media platforms and the Trichomes YouTube channel. For trichomes.com, I'm Allison Ben-Yehuda.
And I'm David Fortin. Take care and come back again tomorrow.